Well, don't send him what I just said. So.
No. So yes, we are recording.
He may not want the world to know about all of his business.
Yeah, you're right.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, my son just left with his it's a whole long story. They're trying to sell their house and trying to show open their house, and they have these 2 big dogs, and you can't have dogs when people come to look at your house to buy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's been happening with the Chordsmen? And like I asked Bob, have y'all been rehearsing at all or anything like that?
We've had Zoom meetings for a couple of months, and that's been lots of fun. A learning, I guess that's been a lot of learning for a lot of people. And then our secretary, she's really into high tech and trying to get us into the next level. She did was able to set up the hybrid thing so we could listen to a quartet and watch the director, and then, more involvement. So we've been doing that.
Okay.
In the middle of all of that, we've got a show coming up, and these people have asked us if we'd like to come and do our rehearsals at their place. They have a theater. So yeah, we're anxious to do that. So we're going to go over there and do that and do a show for them.
Did you get a chance to watch the Marketing PR video?
I've watched everything but that. Isn't that something? I've been watching them all along. Listening to all of them.
Okay, so is that your role with the chorus?
That is my role.
Okay. The video, and Bob saw it some time ago, and then he saw it again.
Is it something that's been around for a while? Because
I think it was 2 years ago. When we did
well, then I have heard it. Yes,
okay.
I have.
The help us help you kind of thing?
Yes.
All right. So this would be an example of that. Y'all have a show coming up. When are you planning for it?
In April, mid-April sometime.
Well,
it's for them. It's not for anybody else. It's just for them. They have a community. It's for a community.
Oh, okay.
And it's a retirement community. So
it's not something you'd want to invite people.
No, we don't. We're not going to. No, but it'd be something nice that we could put on. As this is what we do. Okay. I mean, we could come and set up a show just for your people. It's a nice way to think about it.
So how could the district help you with that publicity?
Probably not, because they do their own publicity for that.
Oh, I'm talking about for your chorus.
Oh, for our chorus.
Yeah.
Well, we need members. We don't have our large group. It used to be quite big, but now it's dwindled, and there just hasn't been the excitement about it. And I need to know how to. I need to know more about getting help and listening to the marketing end of it on what we're doing and what we've done for Valentine's and all of that. Yeah, I can. That was very successful in the middle of a snowstorm, though, however.
Yeah.
It was. We did a good job.
Did you really? Okay.
We did.
Now, this is the kind of thing the district would like to brag about.
We only had 2 quartets. One was mine, and one was our president and his.
Okay.
And we met our goal.
Really? Okay. So let me encourage you to maybe put something together on that. Did you happen to have anybody following and taking pictures or video or anything like that?
Yeah, that would be me too, also.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I can do that.
Do that, and I'll put it on our website and Facebook, and
I would like to
people
do
know.
that. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the kind of thing that this is you helping us, helping you by telling us what you've been doing. And one thing it might do also is to if it goes around your particular area, your geographic area, people who like to sing may look at that and go, you know what, I think I may want to seek out this group and go join up with them, you know. Bob, did you guys, I don't think if we got to what y'all were planning, or you said you haven't really been rehearsing at all outside of any kind of Zoom.
Yeah, well, we too did Singing Valentines.
Okay.
And we set a budget, but we quadrupled it.
Wow.
And that is, but again, so how many Valentines did y'all deliver, Carol?
I think in total there were, let's see, it's just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
We only had the 2 quartets and we had a snowstorm.
We did too. Yeah.
Yeah, you did too. Okay, so
I'm in
I think
Houston.
we did more virtual as it
Yeah.
turned out. So
Okay,
I think there was like 20.
Well, we did 15 in person
Yeah.
and
Oh, wow.
45 virtual.
Good for you.
And the virtual, what was interesting there, we made deliveries in Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, California, Norway, and Sweden.
Isn't that fun?
So, at
That's
least
great.
those states. Yeah,
Where is your chorus?
we're at Houston, the Tidelanders.
Okay, Houston. Houston Horizon?
No, the Tidelanders.
Highlanders, yes.
So we were surprised at the virtual. Well, actually, we started calling them video Valentines instead of virtual.
Right.
Yeah, that's got a better ring to it, don't you think?
Yeah, the virtual
Yeah.
or the recorded. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but they were a combination of recorded songs, 2 different quartets on the video with a personalized greeting. We uploaded the product then to a YouTube channel and delivered the link by email.
Okay. Okay. So let me encourage both of you to send me some information about that, you know?
Okay.
How many of them were any of them live virtual?
No.
How about you, Carol?
Am I still mute? Am I muted?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to be?
No. Actually, the girls that I sang with, because now we have women in the chorus. I don't know if y'all do.
We do not.
Yeah,
Are
VM
you-
won't either. That they're going to stay.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
I have my Sweet Adeline friends that came over and they started calling us the Chordettes because the chordsmen. And so we just accept that. And so I just called the news stations and they had us come over and appear on live TV. And that was wonderful.
Did anybody record that?
Oh yeah, I've got it. You want me to send it to you?
Please do.
Alright, I will.
Yeah. And look, don't wait for me to ask you. I mean, just
I
know.
didn't know anybody
Well, no, okay.
wanted besides that.
For your edification.
Yeah, well, now I know.
When you do stuff, just send it to me. I'll put it out there.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think, Bob? What's my track record on that kind of stuff? Is it okay from your perspective?
Yeah, I don't think you can do wrong unless you really mess up technically. That was one of my concerns when we went to the video Valentines. You know, there's enough groups out there that are doing really well technically in what they're presenting. So if you're going to do it recorded as we did, it's got to be right. It's got to be good stuff. So long as what you put out on the website, on the district website, is a good
Professional.
product, professional looking, or at least not too schlucky looking.
Well, I'll just send you what they filmed us at the television station, and you make that decision yourself.
Oh, sure.
If they filmed it at a television station, if that's what was on air, you're good.
Yeah.
It was
done
on
that in
air.
years past
Yeah.
as well, but
It was on
Okay.
air for 2 days, so that was
Oh, wow.
good.
Okay, because I can, if I have the right kind of video and if it needs it, I can edit it. You know, I mean, with just a regular, what am I using? it's slipping my mind here. It's like photo, it's not Photoshop, but it's anyway, it's an Adobe program. It's not
All
Premiere
right.
Pro. I think it's called Premiere Spark or something like that, or Flash. Anyway, it lets me edit stuff pretty professionally. And if we wanted to really do a bang up job, there's a guy in with the what's the course in San Angelo? Anyway,
Marksman?
say again.
Is that that's a marksman?
No, in San Angelo.
Okay, okay.
He does it for a living, so I can bug him to put it together a little bit more professionally. But you know, when this stuff comes up,
Okay, I didn't
people
know.
want to know. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Put it.
All
Just
right.
send it to me. I prefer you did, you know, the writing and that sort of thing, and I can tweak it.
Sure.
You know, I've had experience writing
So do I
press
send
releases.
it to your email, or where do I
Yeah,
send it?
send it to my email, and that's, you know, dir-mpr@swd.org. And if it's too big, you know, if the files are too big for that, get in touch with me and we'll figure out another way. Because we
Okay.
can go through Dropbox or something like that.
Very good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I've got another thing coming up that was just kind of dropped on me, which is really fun because I've been in Sweet Adelines for many, many years. I can't even tell you how long, but I'm still a member. I'm
Okay.
just a chapter at large member. So anyway, I have all of these friends from years ago that know me as I'm always going to be singing with somebody, you know, in a quartet, that is. So in a couple of weeks, we will be singing at the Incarnate Word, and that's another thing, College of Incarnate Word.
Okay.
For the Barbershop History Week.
Which
day.
is not that
11th.
far away, the
The
weekend.
11th. So we're going to be seeing, we'll be there. And I went online and I made copies of everything that was in the history of barbershop that was online to give me references for chronological. And so I'm going to mesh that together with what we have now with the Everybody in Harmony, and that's going to be fun too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, since you're kind of new at this, do you have any questions, or
Now I've been
how it
doing
works?
marketing ever since I've been in Sweet Adelines,
Okay.
but I've not done VHS marketing until just this past couple of years that I was into my husband's a member of VHS, so
Okay.
now we're singing together.
So in marketing with the Sweet Adelines, what kinds of things have you put forth for them?
All I did
Let's
was
talk pre-COVID.
pre-COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I contact the newspapers and the businesses and all of my contacts. You know, birthdays, anniversaries are coming up. Any celebrations at your office or at your, you know, any corporation thing or the all of the nonprofits like the Salvation Army. You
Yeah.
know. You can
Okay.
come by and do this and that and the other, sing at the food bank or.
You have a mailing list or an email
I
list?
just
And
have a huge mailing
you
list
just
and we
shotgun the stuff out there, or do you pick and choose?
we just kind of keep it out there all the time and people call us and it's like, wow, okay, this is cool.
Okay. Okay. Thailanders do something like that, Bob?
We have a constant contact list that we use. We're not as active as what Carol seems to say. But when we put something out, it goes to about 4,000 people.
Whoa, no, you're more active than we are.
Well, Houston's a bigger town.
And that presents a whole different set of issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, we too are planning the barbershop day, April 11th. And I haven't seen the total product yet, but we've got submissions. This is a Houston project, not just a Thailanders project.
Ah,
So we have a couple of, one's a very recent chorus recording of the Tidelanders. And then there's a years ago recording of the Tidelanders. And then I know Space City and Horizon and I think Woodlands have all made contributions to it. You know, recordings of their past performances.
That's a
And
good idea.
that's going to be, I gotta work on that tomorrow, just see who we're going to promote that to. For sure,
I
it's going
think
to be
people like to see that before and after, or, you know,
Yeah.
past and present, not before and after, but past and
But,
present.
but it was originally set to be pretty much shared among the barber shoppers.
Okay.
But, I know we're going to put it out farther than that, but
Well, this presentation that I'm going to do, I'm taking my 4 singing friends, the Chordettes, with me. And as we go along through the years, we'll say, I'm going to interrupt and we're going to, stop
Yeah.
the chronological thing and we'll do a song because we've got like a dozen songs that we can do. Barbershop. It might have sounded like this, but there were no women in it then. So just think about, Anyway, so yeah, it's
Okay.
gonna be
Okay. So, yeah, those kinds of opportunities to get the word out and around our 5-state area, although there's not too much happening in New Mexico right now, but all the other states, are pretty active still.
good.
Certainly Texas, Oklahoma, got several, Arkansas and Louisiana, So the more we let people know what we're doing, I think it can share inspiration, and other chapters will look at that and go, well, you know what, why don't we give that a try and see how it goes? And then if they need to, they could contact either of you or even me and say, how did you do that? When I was the marketing PR guy for the Fort Worth chapter, one thing that was running through BHS at the time, but it was Singing for Life. And that was where you'd get a group of performers in the local area, and not just, barbershop guys. I mean, anybody that you could get that wanted to sing in public and build a blood drive around it. And what I mean is they would do the performing, and we had an MC, and the MC would talk about the blood drive going on, which is usually right outside the door. I happened to do this at a mall, and it would go on all day, for like 6 hours. That's one thing that people haven't done lately.
That's a good idea.
There's other things like that. Now, certainly the singing Valentine's, everybody loves that, and they don't have to be, of course, restricted to Valentine's Day. Some
No.
people like, Mother's Day and of course birthdays and that sort of thing. And now that we've got this virtual acumen through Zoom and that sort of thing, people might be more amenable to having somebody invade their computer and sing happy birthday to them or something like that, So, and then tell us at the district level how it went, and we'll spread it out to everybody else in the district. And we've got some people from outside the district too that I don't have a list of them or anything, but I always share those kinds of things with my particular friends list on Facebook, and it's just me that I'm sticking to Facebook right now because that's the best that I know. I know how that all operates. And there's the other. Do either of you use anything else besides Facebook for social media? What do you think,
That's
Bob?
all.
we have an Instagram account, but we don't use it very much.
Okay, Carol.
And actually, we have 2 other mailing lists. We've got one, I think it's now on Google.
Yeah.
But that's anyone who has been a past Tidelander.
Okay.
Is on that one.
Okay.
And then we have a Facebook that again has got, I don't know, again about 5,000 friends for Tidelanders, and there's about almost 4,000 constant contact people. I'm sure there's overlap there, so don't add the numbers, but
Okay.
So
Okay.
when we put stuff out, that's our prime media.
All right. How about you, Carol? Do y'all use something besides Facebook?
No, just, well, I use I use my Gmail and
So your Gmail as far as like emailing and that sort of thing.
email, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, we keep everybody's information, but the thing that I need to do is I need to be more secure in knowing how to post. I guess it's because I've never done that. I've never taken care of a website or posting. I'll take plenty of pictures and I'll send them, and they'll. But to make a blog and that kind of thing, to really tell the story, is what I need to do. What you're talking about.
Okay. Now I know what you mean about the website stuff, because I didn't really get into it until my first year as the M&PR guy back in 2013. Okay. And my predecessor, Phil Maxfield, did you happen to know Phil Maxfield, Bob, at all?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No, I don't know him. I know who he is, and we've talked, but
yeah. He was the M&PR guy for 8-9 years, and he started redesigning the website. So it was redesigned once, and then that guy had to back off, and then we got another guy who redesigned it, and that's what we've been using lately. But I discovered here just recently that Constant Contact will host a website, and we get to use it at no extra fee than what we're paying for our email account. So it's all in together. So the reason I bring that up is because the way I'm setting up the homepage on this new website, which we hope to make public by like end of May, you will have a little place for district news. Okay. And if you want to like call that a blog, that's what they call it. That's the technical term for it, is a little blog. So let me encourage you, Carol. I understand, it's like, I don't know how to do this. I want to make sure I do it right. Find a young person who might be willing to kind of step in and help y'all out. Maybe somebody in your chorus, or it doesn't have to be that. Somebody that you trust, you can give access to your chorus Facebook page. Tell them, you control the content, but then they do the technology by posting it for you. And maybe they can show you what to do, because maybe you don't want to wait for them to be available to do it. If something comes up and you're like, oh, I need to get this out quickly, So yeah, don't be the Lone Ranger on that. Get somebody who's been doing it for a while. And everybody points to kids. They all know the technology. Well, kids are, fickle. So find a young adult that can help you with that, and that's willing, and just promise to give them credit. What I'm saying is like, okay, this is posted by so and so, that sort of thing, and then they can take that sort of thing and put it in their own resume or their own bag of tricks and say, hey, look what I did for these people. So it's a way to kind of build up a relationship there. But yeah, I'm with you though. There's I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 different kinds of social media out there, and I've been sticking with Facebook. But Bob mentioned Instagram, and then there's the world famous Twitter. There's a few other out there, but I've been sticking with Facebook.
Well, we have used a PR consultant.
Oh yeah,
and we paid her, and at this point we just use her as literally a consultant. You ask questions, and she's very, very friendly with us, and her, in fact, 2 people. There's also a social media consultant, and she even says that for what you all are doing, the audience you want to use, it's Facebook.
Okay.
Instagram, not so much, but Facebook should be your primary platform.
Okay.
Similarly, we couldn't find someone to maintain our website, so we've contracted that out now. We pay someone to do that completely.
And you made me think of something here. I'm going to go to a website that the U.S. Air Force uses, because that's my background. I was a public affairs officer in the Air Force, and they had categories of what kind of social media to use for what kind of message. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick.
And it's not only what kind of message, but who your audience is the other
Right.
piece.
Right. So the message, the right message for the right audience. Okay, so bear with me for a second here. Maybe a few seconds. Okay. Ah, here it is. All right, let's see. How to, this is a website that's open to the public. It's called Pavilion. If you want to check it out, it's called Pavilion, and that's Pavilion, pavilion.dinfos, as in DINFOS.edu. Okay, DINFOS standing for Defense Information School. So let's see here. Social media. All right. So they talk about things like after a crisis, updating your social media strategy. There's like a social media audit. And then there's, of course, Department of Defense doctrine for using social media. But comparison of social media platforms.
All right, good.
Okay, and there's a whole long presentation here, but it gives the platforms, the pros, the cons, and the guidelines. For example, Facebook, they say, social network used to connect with people through entertainment, inspiration, and information. Okay, and then another one is Flickr. Flickr is a media sharing network to share, it says to share in story, photos, videos, and other media. And they list, let's see, Facebook, Flickr, Instagram, Pinterest, Reddit, Snapchat, Twitter, and YouTube.
Okay, there's a lot out there, isn't
There's
there?
a lot, yeah. So
Wow.
there's different things, and listen to this. It says about Flickr, shrinking user base. So it's kind of going away. So that might not be one you want to concentrate on.
Oh, okay.
But like for Flickr or Facebook, let's see, the organic reach is severely limited due to the algorithms. Have we heard about that? Severely limited due to algorithms, but content must be carefully curated in order to reach people.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So, but the pros, largest user base. Followers are likely to become fans and support a brand that they favor. Okay.
Wow.
Used as a medium to receive regular updates and share personal experiences.
Oh.
So it goes on and on and on. I mean, this to me was a gold mine of information. Let's pick like YouTube.
Rocky, what's the date on that article there?
It doesn't have a date.
Okay.
It does not have a date, but I'll let you know that. Well, here, let me read the. Okay, no, there is no date. Let me scroll down to the bottom and see. Nope, there's no date. But they should be updating this. I have seen this up for like 4 months now, so I think it's fairly recent.
Well, the reason I say that, the folks I talk to that are in the social media world, make the comments that that Facebook is for grandparents, and Instagram is for the
grandchildren.
No, for the parents.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there is an age demographic for each of these as well. And that's why I asked about the date, because that description sounds a little dated to me. Okay.
For example, Instagram, it happens to say here it's got a high, well, media sharing network used to entertain people visually by sharing photos, videos, and other media.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instagram is much more geared to video.
Okay.
Although Facebook, when Facebook either when you boost a post on Facebook,
Yeah.
or when you create an ad on Facebook,
Yeah.
if there is video on the post or the ad, that will get better distribution than just a static picture.
Yes.
And there are also easy ways, since Facebook and Instagram are the same company.
Yeah.
You can post to one and it will automatically go to the other one.
Magically.
Magically, yeah. It's all magic. So
Yeah, really.
it will go both. It'll go to both platforms with a single post.
Smoke and mirrors. So there's another resource for you if you want to check out how the military does it in the Air Force. In the Air Force. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm comfortable using Facebook. There's ways you can, if you want to pay a small fee, they will boost your post, and you can set up an account. And I've talked about doing this with our district treasurer. You know, as long as it's in my budget for the district, you pay a fee, and they actually send it out to more people. But you can also choose your demographic, who you want to send it to on Facebook.
At least in the music world, at least you can do age ranges.
Yeah.
There's a slide bar on the boosting app.
Yeah.
And then in the music world, you can say, I want to target folks that like this kind of music, or this one or this one. Unfortunately, a cappella is not one of those choices.
No, it isn't. It's all generic, like choir or something like that.
Well, it could be country, it could be pop, it could be rap, it could be classical.
Yeah, send it to rap. See what kind of response you get.
Cappella is not one of them, and certainly barbershop is not one.
No, it's not. It's funny because we all love how we sing, and it all blends and everything. And there's a lot of people out there who don't really know. It's still, even though we've reached out, it's still the best kept secret in the nation, right?
In the universe.
Yeah, in the universe. In the universe.
I can't believe it. It doesn't seem possible, but I guess we're not doing our job.
I'm from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And the chorus I was in there is over 75 years old. Thailanders are over 75 years old.
Well,
Yeah.
the Chordsmen started in the 50s, so there you go.
Yeah, and I still talk to people that have never heard of Thailanders or Delta Kings in Cincinnati. It's like,
so it's kind of like everything old is new again, and that's the way I'm looking at it. It's like, I want to get out to the schools, I want to go to the universities, I want to go to all of the nonprofits.
Yep.
I have a big goal, and so I've been doing what I can. But
so what is your goal? What is your goal?
Our goal now is to build up membership.
Uh-huh.
So everywhere I go, I try to remember. And when I wear this I Sing button, have you got those buttons?
Oh yeah,
VHS.
Yep.
Those always work. I just went to a health fair and I had that on, and I thought, I'm going to wear that because who knows? And sure enough, the guy at the door, he says, I'm a baritone. I can't wait to, I'm looking for a place to sing. So he's on my list for tomorrow, coming to rehearsals. I hope he does.
Okay. So, do you guys do anything like that, Bob? You have
we have done that as well. Yes.
Okay. That's something you can do periodically, or just do all the time, I suppose. And they call that an elevator pitch. You get the button that gets people's attention, and when I was with Fort Worth, I even generated business cards that had a little outline, with the chorus logo and contact information and when we meet. But then on the other side was a short outline to say who we are, what we do, why we do it, that kind of thing.
And the why you do it is much more important today than it was 5 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
I
other-
agree. I agree.
The other, I'm not sure that this is a fringe social media, but we use Meetup as well.
Let me see if that's in here, just for the heck of it.
I doubt the Air Force would use it.
Let me see, just.
The chorus used it like last year, a couple of years ago before COVID, and we didn't have any success with it.
We do.
You did?
Yeah. I've
And
heard
again-
of Meetup. How does it work for y'all, Bob?
Well, it's real Meetup is where can you meet folks? It's right in the name. So we have a standing Meetup post for rehearsals. You know,
That's what we need to
sit
do.
with our chorus. A blurb about what the chorus is, what we do, why we do it. And it's web-based, and folks can use it. You know, we use it as a chorus. But if someone
Okay.
if someone is looking for something to do, hey, I sing a cappella, you know, I'm free on Monday nights.
Okay.
That's the kind of searches they can do. And then they call us or email us.
Great.
Cool.
I'm gonna do that.
Gonna
Yeah,
look
you-
into Meetup, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a cost for it. I don't know what it is because I don't manage that one, but there is a cost.
Well,
Okay.
we'll just let the donations that we got for Valentine's pay for that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What was your goal, and Carol, and how much did y'all exceed, or did you exceed it? As far as
Well, we met
No.
our goal. We only had 2 quartets and it was in the middle of the snowstorm. So I think our 20 some odd sing outs was pretty good for our little chorus that we've only had like under 20 people
okay.
in the chorus since all of this came about. And not even that many have been coming to the Zoom meetings. I mean, just maybe 8 or 10.
Yeah, I gotta
So-
tell you, I get tired of the Zoom meetings. I really do.
It's terrible. It's
Yeah.
not it's not what it needs to be.
We've got a couple of guys in the chorus in the Tidelanders who
Yeah.
have not been to any of our Zoom meetings.
Ah,
And then the reason is, hey guys, I'm working from home. I'm working on Zoom all day long.
yeah, I was like that as well.
I'll do it in the evening.
Yeah. It's like, please, not one more Zoom meeting. No.
Exactly.
Please. Hey, Carol, what's your last name?
Carmichael,
C-A-R Michael?
Michael.
A-E-L. Okay, I got Bob Reckers here. Okay. Well, here in just a few minutes, the next generation coordinator, Jason, I can't remember his last name.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to give us a presentation, and I'd like you all to stick around for that. I'm not shooing you away yet because we got 6 minutes before that actually is going to start. Our breakout session is going to automatically end at 7, and then we'll be back in the main room to watch Jason's presentation. So let me ask y'all, what have you doing anything for next generation youth sort of thing? I'm gonna ask Carol first. I know y'all are a little small right
Yes.
now, but
Well, yes, but in 2019, when Manny was with us, we had a music festival here in San Antonio, and he invited all of the Southwest District choruses that could come in our area, I suppose. I don't know how far they came from, but all the quartets and little choruses came by the dozen, and we raised $2,000 that one day, and we gave a next gen $1,000, and we gave the Sweet Adelines Young Women in Harmony $1,000.
was that the Barber Palooza thing?
That's what we did.
Yeah,
And
I got a
did
t-shirt for that.
marketing.
I brought a t-shirt for that. So
Oh, you were there with
no, I was not there, but when Manny told me about it, I said, bring some of those t-shirts. And that's in
Yeah.
2019 in the fall convention. I said, let's see if people
That's
will buy
it.
them.
That's it.
We did.
So yeah, I've still got like 20 t-shirts left. So
Okay. How
yeah,
about y'all,
that
Bob?
was-
Oh,
that
I'm
was our
sorry,
big
Carol.
one.
We have done some things over the years, have not done much in the last couple of years.
Any plans?
If schools would ever reopen, we can.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But,
COVID raising its head there.
And that's why I want to hear what Jason's going to say. I talked to Katie Dane last week about making contacts in schools in Texas,
Yeah,
because it would appear that, not would appear, I can verify that getting into schools in Texas is different than getting into schools in other states.
yeah, different bad or different good?
Different bad for us, good for vocals, because the choir directors are so tied to the UIL schedules that to get something else on their agenda in their curriculum is real tough.
Yeah,
In 2019, yes, we had to think of the dates now.
yeah.
We had an octet of our guys sing on a high school show. And then the next week, one of the choirs of that high school sang on our show.
Oh, cool.
But it took me 2 years
To set that up.
to, well, not yet, yes, to make two, well, actually more than that. It took me more like 3 or 4 years to cultivate the contact the way
That's the word I was looking for, cultivate.
because you and there are some folks as well. I just call the school teacher and they let me in. No, that ain't in Houston.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Mhm.
and then again, what makes, so I tell people in Houston, in our geography, where our guys come from,
Mhm.
there are 81 school districts,
Wow.
and a number of the school districts have 10 or more high schools.
Yeah,
So
that's a lot of ground to cover.
that's a lot of ground to cover.
I think that's
And then-
putting it mildly.
So it's like, anyway, that's what my challenge is, and I'm the next gen guy in Thailanders as well.
Oh, okay.
Well, can you tell me how do you get your foot in the door? Do you just say you would like to talk to the choir director? A music director? What do you say?
You can start that. But when you say, well, what do you want to do? Why do you want to
Yeah.
talk to them? It says, whatever you want to do. If you want us to print your programs, do you want us to show up at a show and just watch? Do you want us to set up chairs for the whatever? Do not say we want to come in and teach you to sing. Don't do that,
Okay.
because that's what they're for, and they've got an agenda.
Yeah.
When I say
I like-
agenda, I'm not saying that in the bad meaning that they got things they want to do. They got things they have to do.
They have to do. Yeah.
And so unless they see value in it, and unless they trust you as a musician, not just as a nonprofit, you're not going to get in. So what I did, I would email and phone call the 2 choir directors. I would show up at a performance and make sure they knew I was there.
Okay, we got about 2 minutes here.
I'm Bob from the Tidelanders. Great show. And let it go at that. I bought an ad in their Christmas show program.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So at least it got my name with a $sign on it with them,
Yeah.
but no strings attached. No, I'll buy this ad if you let us come in and teach your kids a tag. No,
Yeah.
didn't do that.
Yeah. So you
No.
offered a service to them to get your foot in the door. And you said printing programs and then by buying
But again,
yeah.
they got all the help they need in terms of designing programs, but for their art students, that they can do that themselves. I mean, there are so many things that at least in Houston, don't know what it is in San Antonio.
So has anybody gone to like the baseball games or other games like that and said, we'll serve your hot dogs, and then while they're serving them, they can sing barbershop while we're doing it? No? Okay, so we've done that at the Spurs.
Okay.
Is this
But-
something you just haven't done, Bob, or something you've tried and it didn't
No,
work?
and again, in Houston, if you want to go to a basketball game or even a minor league ball game and do anything, it's great. How many tickets do you want to buy? You buy 50 tickets and we'll let you do that.
Ah,
Cost you a fortune.
So
Well,
yes,
there
we've
are-
done it.
some folks, like the Rangers, I think they offer up, okay, we have this booth available here for your group to come and man the booth.
Oh yeah,
kind
that
of
you can do
thing.
as well.
Yeah.
But that's for selling hot dogs. There is no, that's a
No
fundraiser.
singing. Yeah.
That's
no
a rough
singing.
fundraiser for you. That's not,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, if you sing, are they going to kick you out?
they might.
Yeah, really? Okay. Well, go ahead, Bob.
I was at this must have been in Cincinnati. We were at some music educators meeting. And the rules there was the only thing you could do in your booth had to not exceed X decibels for no more than X seconds.
Oh,
And so a couple of times we did something and we knew that we would be finished before the enforcer would show up.
yes, because you do a tag or something. Yeah. The
So,
enforcer.
that's what you run into.
Okay. Expectations though, right? But it is a way to get out there.
Yeah.
All right. So I think maybe we should all go and join the main room. I expected this to shut down
Yeah.
by itself, and then everybody.
Mark seemed to think that as well. And I don't know how do the breakout rooms normally work, Rocky? Do you know?
I've never used a breakout room before this right here, but usually they're timed, and then in the middle of a sentence it'll cut you off, and all of a sudden you're back in the main room.
Because Mark was expecting, and most everyone else was able to select the breakout room and go there.
Well, maybe they're just having such a good time and learning so much.
I
they
couldn't find
forgot about
a spot to select a breakout room on my screen here.
How did you get here then?
Mark sent me here.
Okay. How about you, Carol?
I just went by my little instructions on my email, and there you were.
I didn't see the instruction. Didn't see that, or I don't remember seeing that instruction.
Our secretary sent it to because I'm on the board, so she knew
Okay.
I needed to learn all this stuff.
Because I'm looking. Go ahead.
Just as maybe y'all don't care, but I am
I do see a line, a button now in the lower right-hand corner of my screen that says "Leave the room."
leave the
Yeah,
room.
you can leave voluntarily anytime.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm wondering if that's where the join a room, and there was a list that I couldn't find.
Because right now I'm looking at the list, and let's see, music leaders, they still have people in them. So do the treasurers, the secretaries, the presidents. Everybody, every breakout room still has somebody in there.
Where do you
So-
see that, Rocky?
You may not be able to see it because I'm designated as a host.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
you may
where do you see it on the screen?
not. When you click, do you see an icon for breakout rooms?
No.
Okay, then that's the difference. Since I'm a host, I can see all the breakout rooms, and I'm only a host for this designated session. So, yeah,
No.
and I see Jason Whitney's name up there under the unassigned.
So do we just hang in there and it'll all happen like magic?
I think that's how it works. Yeah. Unless you happen to see a breakout room for main session or something like that, then you can click and go there. You don't see that. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, it is a little after 7. Why don't we all go ahead and leave the room? And
Oh, I see a breakout room. It says music leaders. Is that,
Where do you see that, Carol?
I just clicked my finger on the thing and it brought up this screen that says join breakout room, and it says presidents, secretaries, treasurers, music leaders.
Are you using a laptop or an iPad
I'm
or something like
using an
that?
iPad. Uh-huh.
Okay, it's a little bit different layout than on a
Okay, so if
laptop.
I go to music leaders, is that correct?
It'll jump right over to music leaders. Yeah.
And that's where I need to go. Is that what you're saying?
No, I
No.
thought there was a main room. I don't see a
Well, it
main
says
room yet.
join. It says join, make
Okay.
breakout room.
All right. Well, feel free, and I'll
Nice
help
to
out.
meet you, and
Yeah.
send me your email, and I'll send
Well,
you some stuff, and you
What
can
is
tell
your
me.
email? What is your email?
Mine is Carol, Carole,
Uh-huh.
Carmichael,
Okay, hang on a second.
all together with a numeric number 1 at gmail.com.
Carol Carmichael #1 at Gmail.
Yeah, only it doesn't say number. It just says
Yeah.
the number.
Numeral 1.
Numeral 1. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank
Arabic
you.
or Roman numeral?
Is it a #1 or a Roman numeral, like you said?
It's a
Cardinal number,
number
#1?
one. It's the
Okay.
number one on the yeah.
All right. Well, it's been nice talking with y'all.
Thank
And
you
like
so
I said,
much.
send me that stuff about your singing Valentine's successes.
Thank you. I will.
And
I will.
I'll put out the word.
Thank you. Thank
All
you,
right.
guys. Bye.
Okay. You see how to go there, Bob?
No, I can leave the, well, it says leave the room, so I can do that. That should have submit, it does say leave room, not meeting.
Okay.
So if I hit that, I should go back to the,
You should go
Main-
back to the main room.
well, I'll try that, Rocky. Otherwise, I'll be logging back in.
All right.
See
All
you
right.
later. Thank you.
Catch you later.
Yep.